Wow, folks. So it is Friday night and we are live. So hopefully you guys are getting the chance and we're getting Mr. Kunkel in the house. What is up? This is our um, pop-up stream tonight because wasn't sure. I had a few things I was working on, so I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do this, but I said, you know what? I had the opportunity, we're going to do this. So let's say hi to everybody in the comments, saying hello. Joining the show, Miss Maureen Wixon. How are you? Miss Karen Tisdale coming all the way from Australia. Thank you so much. It's Saturday there in over on the aisle. So let's put it that way. And thank you guys. Miss Liz Wool is in the house. What is up, folks? We are here and few things that I really wanted to get into. Phyllis, thank you so much. So, kid free tonight, but we're still streaming and been adjusting a few things to get into the swing of what I want to do. So, wanted to share a few things that I've been going on. And yes, we are actually having a conversation, Mr. Powers, tomorrow. So, we will talk. So, Enrique, ¿qué te pasó, amigo? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Como te digo, hope you're having a good night, my friend. Thank you so much. But woo, it is wonderful. What a long I do have a long beginning, folks. So I bad about doing this where I coach people not to have such a long intro, but thing is I've been doing that for so long. So those who've watched and seen me do my shows for so long, that has been one of the things that it's been kind of a signature. So and thank you for hopping in. Oh, Ingor, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Miss Jenny Gold's in the house. So few things, guys, that you are going to be seeing change. And Sandy, thank you so much for dropping in. I do appreciate it. So a few things that are going to be changing around here. So um, more on the technical side than it is going to be for like you. Now, those who have been following the journey have kind of seen where I've been doing. Yes, you have an even bigger ending. That's it. That's so. Few upgrades that are coming in the works. So I wanted to share you because I'm pretty excited about them. I think it's just gonna help elevate how I get to connect with you guys, and that's what this is all about. So, um, I'm getting my microphone. As you guys, I'm gonna share that with you. Look at this. That's the wonderful. Sure. Let me get my box here. So check it out. This came in this week. Love it. That's my microphone. Been happy for that. That's been cool. And yeah, I'm kind of showing off products. I don't have any codes, but I got my Rode PS1 boom arm as well. Or getting a Rodecaster Pro. What this means for you guys is that you guys are going to get a better uh, product, hopefully. Now, I've always talked about the fact that you don't think, oh, tuning in from San Francisco, thank you, uh, Andrew. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about and share is like you guys have been around for a while. And I always coach and tell people whenever we talk and have strategy, you start with what you got, but this is part of the evolution and when you start growing as a creator. So for me, this is part of it. So before we go any further, though, I am going to also add one of the cool features that we get to do here on Restream is add a little chill music. So we're going to do some chill music in here. Always like having it. Ooh, aggressive tonight, but I love it. I love it. Okay. So sure is a great sound. There are a few things that I've been working on, and that's cool. That ooh, Florida. Wow, that's great. Talk about a sure deal. Exactly. So sure. Hello, hello. Wink, 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 wink. If you guys can see that. Um, but what I wanted to share is that as you guys have seen me sort of grow and evolve as a live stream creator, believe me, it's been a journey. There are a lot of other things that I am about to start getting into. So you guys, if you know me, are familiar that I do the live stream calendar. That is aloha. Great show today. Felicia does a show as well. You need to check her out. Also, go to YouTube and check out our interview. We actually had an interview while I think in my second season I actually had it on. So, um, humble brag. Yes, we've had a conversation on a live stream. Um, but part of the reason that I wanted to say what I wanted to share with you guys is that as we have kind of grown together as an audience and me as a creator, you guys being here to be along for the ride, um, I see that there's going to be a lot of improvements in what I'm going to be able to do, um, as not just from the creative aspect of what I do, because you guys know I've always pushed the factor of integrating um, creativeness in what you do. So like, there's things that you can do. Like, look at this. This is one that's preset from our buddies over at Restream. So in support of what's going on over in the Ukraine, they have, these cool little features that you can bring in here. So say hello, Mr. Yes. Aloha, folks. But as what I was saying, there's going to be a lot of different, and it's not going to be drastic. It's only me just talking about how cool this is going to be. So, but one of the things that I really love to share is my excitement for what we're doing here and what I'm getting to do here as a creator. So I want people to know that, this is what you build up to. This has been a long time coming for me. So there's still more improvements that are happening by the day. And one of the things that I'll start using is a different software. So I still will be using Restream, but I will be using it now via Ecamm. So Ecamm, as you can see, look at this, pubbing the Ecamm fam. I got my Ecamm swag this week as well. Look at this. Look at this shirt. Love this. You're on mute. There you go. So, folks, there's a lot of things that are about to start shifting. So you're going to start, if you see me enough of me now, you're about to see a lot more of me, either through live streams or through a lot of the social audio that we're about to take to. So no, she's not there currently. She used to live there. I still have, that's okay. That's part of it. It's okay to have that spirit, you can take the woman out of Hawaii, but you can't take the Hawaii out of the woman, right? So that's cool. Cool. You need to go check out the Ecamm merch store. They got a lot of cool stuff over there. The lighting and everything that you see, I went back to change to my bright lighting. There's a few other adjustments that I'm going to make because the camera clarity is going to get a little bit more refined. It's a yes, please do. Somebody get that shirt for Jeff Bezos. So, oh shit! You know what I forgot? I'm supposed to be streaming this as well on Instagram Live. So you guys are going to be seeing this. If you're not watching there, I'm doing Instagram Live as well. So I'll see if anybody's watching there. So I'm going to press the live button. And let's flip the camera. Bammo, we're live. So let's go. All right, now we're live on Instagram. So if anybody's over there watching on Instagram, you can check it out. So hey, Instagram fam, how are you? You're getting a different perspective of what you get to see here on me and what I'm seeing over here. So, so when I get my other camera, I will have now 3 cameras that I can pull in. So my Instagram feed that I'm going here with, the stream cam, and then I will have my DSLR cam as well. So up in the game, folks, up in the game. That's what we're about to hear. Look who's here, folks. The infamous LinkedIn user is here. Hello, LinkedIn user. Thank you so much for joining. Always appreciate your support. And Liz, yes. So we invested in, look at that. So that is cool. I love it when I get to do the whole thing. So hello, everybody that's watching on Instagram. Appreciate you stopping in, saying hello. You guys get and this is something that I've always done, as a matter of fact. So even the guys people that used to watch my older streams, I still had a different view on Instagram apart from my live stream. So I've always been able to love that. And look at this. Thank you so much. Look, she shared the link in the comments there, folks. Love that. You can go check out our interview. And it's been a year. I know, right? We need to refresh that at some point. So, like I said, we're going to start doing different things. So Sandy, I wish I could reply to you. This is the only thing that you can't do on Restream. So my moniker on Instagram is Stream Tornado. So that is at Stream Tornado on Instagram. So you can go check me out there. I'll drop it down in the comments for everybody. But so Alex, who is actually doing her own stream, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for watching, tuning in from Ohio, watching on Instagram. So I love this. So with the Rodecaster Pro, what I'm going to be able to do is run my audio through here. Then I'm going to be able to run audio through my Instagram as well. It's going to be so much fun. I am like super excited. I feel like a kid in a candy store. And it is a camera with a computer. It is nice. So, thank you so much for hopping in, Miss Hernandez. Thank you for stopping in. I think you need a specialty cam for random shots. So I do. So I will. And I do appreciate it yes. So there you go. At the Stream Tornado. Oh, I love it. I would love to do it. So it's a LinkedIn LinkedIn user. It is a settings issue. We know this. We've had enough of these. So Beth Marie. Okay, well, maybe they want their settings set on private. I'm just saying it's okay to have the random LinkedIn users show up. So that's okay. So you can check me out over there as well, watching on Instagram. Anytime, I will definitely reach out to you. We can have a conversation as well. So that is what I love about what's going on here, because the Instagram family can also see me as well. And I'm able to interact with both. So once I set up my monitor a little bit easier, I'll be able to set my my tripod a little bit even, so like it's angled right now, but my Instagram will be sitting almost even with my stream cam or my DSLR cam when I get that set up over here. So I'm loving this. This is going to be fun for what I'm going to be able to do here. So there's a lot of great things cooking, folks, and this is cool that I love. So like I have a different camera. So this is one that I'm using just primarily to shoot like video. So I'm going to be shooting video as well, apart from what I'm using for. That's why I was talking to Charlie and asking about. So this is my Canon T5 Rebel, which I've had this for a while. And I used to have a Sony A6100, which I sold. I never took it out of the box, folks. I never did. That was, there it is, at the Stream Tornado, .tornado. That's right. I might have misled folks. So Instagram, I'm sorry for anybody who might be tuning in over there. So yes, I've had this camera for a while. I've actually had a few lenses. That's why I'm thinking about getting another Canon camera, because the lenses that I have actually already fit on a Canon. So when he mentioned the Canon M50, I was like, you know what? Maybe I just go ahead and invest in something that I already own, gear that will fit to it. So I already have lenses that will go with it. So I'm thinking that's going to be the choice, and doing that and going forward. So Vinny, he's a Nikon guy. Hey, let me tell you, they have some very nice cameras, man. Had I not invested so much in if I hadn't invested so much in buying, the boom arm, and then buying the mic, and then buying the Rodecaster Pro, I've actually bought a Mac computer as well. Had I not invested so much, I might have just spent it all on buying a Nikon camera, because they are impressive, man. They are impressive, and I love it that they're really great. So, but I think the choice that I might just go with is just going ahead and getting the M50 and using that. So, Miss Lushell Atkins in the house. So, what is up, man? Appreciate it. Um, now, next, well, that's the whole part. I make decisions now what I buy based on the lenses, right? So that's a cool thing because if they're interchangeable with something that you can grow with, that's really cool. And having lenses that you can use and move forward with. I mean, that's just probably, I think, really good practice. And like my friend Angelique says, is, it helps you with your glass. I love that term. So it is funny to see that and to say those things. So, hello, Phyllis. So, Miss Ghetto Country grandmother over watching on Instagram. Thank you so much. So, and look at this. I love that. So the Nikon D7000, right? So, yes. So I saw the Z7. Oh my God! But it's a little bit out of my price range right now, to be honest. But I love it. So but you can have, again, here's gear that you already own and use it into something that I already do. So, and you can't go wrong. Exactly. I've seen a lot of streamers who use the M50 with the nice lens, 4K, and of course you don't need to go full 4K. But Mr. Roy Kowalski's in the house. How are you, my friend? Thank you for tuning in so much. Appreciate you stopping in. M5 instead. So yes, and it is everywhere, folks. We are everywhere tonight, and that's the whole point, is to be able to do this. So Miss Roberta Westwood, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Love that you guys are showing up here. And yes, I am a Mac man now. Well, that's going to be funny because I still have Mac and I still have. So this is what's great. All this tech that I still already own, I will still be able to integrate it. And what's even better is now I have two fully capable setups running at the same time. So now we'll be able to run a Mac and a Windows. And I also have a secondary PC. So, I mean, that's the whole part, is to upgrade it. And you don't again, that's what you don't always have to do that. This is just me geeking out after 2.5 years of streaming and saying, I see these things and I want to upgrade to my thing because I think it makes what I get to do and feature for the LinkedIn analytics. So, well, of course, Kevin, I wanted to mention that as well. So, Kevin, if you're unaware of who my friend Mr. Daniel Hall is, I wanted to talk about what he's about to start launching. So if you have known Daniel and you've been around here, the show, for a while, you know that he has created Peekaboo. So Peekaboo gives you LinkedIn Live analytics. I love that. It gives me a different feel on my analytics apart from what I get from LinkedIn. Now, what I right, so as a Mac person now, I won't allow it. There you go. But so what he's about to start launching with Impulse, so if you don't know what Impulse is, in a few, he hasn't necessarily. Thank you so much, Alex, for showing in. But what I wanted to say about Impulse is that you're going to be able to take and reach out. Look, I'm going to tell you, reach out to Daniel if you have not already. I have a video for him, but if you have not reached out to Daniel, please do. Ask him to take one of your posts, just one of your posts, right, and run it through Impulse, and you will understand what I say in LinkedIn Analytics, why it's going to change the way you look at things. Now, there's things like Shield that do give you things. I've seen how Shield operates. This one here is going to give you a whole nother level. So, hey, how are you? So thank you for watching. I love Instagram too. I'm getting love here tonight. So Impulse, please, Mr. Turner, if you get the chance, oh my God, just have him reach out to Daniel Hall. I will send you a personal message. You can see, or if anybody here wants to see what the power of it is. I can't do it for you because it is like his own protocol of how he operates. He needs your permission as a creator to run it, but it will blow your mind. So I don't think he'll mind, but I'm going to share with you guys like um, what I get to see from my LinkedIn Live analytics. So so I'm going to show you what what the analytics that I get from Peekaboo. You guys are about to see this. Um, because it's oh my gosh, I love it. It's one of my favorite thing. Um, and I get to enjoy. So here I'm going to pull it up real quick. Let me pull up my thing, and I'm going to share with you guys the cool part of what Peekaboo does, and then what you'll get to see what I'm talking about when I say. Um, so let me pull up my documents. Here we go, and then we are going to pull up. Okay, and the wonderful thing, like I said, is that when you go back and you look at your analytics and you're able to see everything, you're able to kind of use that information to kind of tailor what you do. I've talked about this with other people in creating their live streams. So I didn't plan to give you a little bit of value, but I am going to give you a little bit of value. So you're going to have to stick around for it anyway, folks. Um, so when you get and this is what I love, he puts it in a nice Excel spreadsheet. Oh, and I don't know. I ever since I've had the ability to access it and see what that's like, that has been for me what blows my mind every single time. So let me go here and let me pull up here. Um, 1 second, folks. I got to find my actual files so that way I can share them with you. And then here we go. So okay, here we go. All right. Setting it right now, folks, so I can share screen it with you. Okay, so look at this. So, well, no, I don't want to share Impulse with you. That's his thing. I know that he already has. Um, I already know that he has. Excuse me, that set out with what he does with. Um, so hold on, just 1 second. And why am I getting tons of messages? Oh, okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to invite somebody on the show too. We're going to do this too. So as I do this here and pull all this up, I'm sorry, folks, but we're all over the place right now. And yes, we're going to give you a little value. So one more second, folks, and then I will share with you. So taking care, and we're doing. So I'll bring Ben on, and we can discuss, and I'll show you the power of what it is. Here we go. So sending a link. See if he'll hop on. That's okay. If not, cool. So I don't have any of the Impulse because I haven't had him run like I said, but I have had him run. I've had him run like my LinkedIn live streams. So let me close this out, and all right, here we go, folks. So here we go. File, pull it up. Now just pull it up in the share screen for 1 second. LinkedIn, you're killing me. Instagram's still there. Hey, Instagram. I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to let you in on the fun. So let's see. Coming. Cool. He'll be here in just a second. I'm on mobile. You can hop on mobile. It's okay. So it's okay. We're here. I know you are. It's okay, Instagram. Enjoy having Instagram around. Instagram gets a lot more different, intimate feel. So there he is, Daniel Hall, my friend. Oh, I forgot. Yes, he does the whole Andy foot thing. Like, why didn't he pull up on my thing? He does the capital letters, and then he does the D and spreads it out. So it's DAN. There we go. Okay, so try to get people up here. And hello, Andrea. How are you? Andrea does a live show on Instagram too. If you guys don't check it out, well, Alex does as well. Alex does hers. I want to give love to Instagram as well because they show up and they do their thing over there. So I do not want to discount what they do over there, or do I want to not what my family does here on? We're ignoring Instagram. No, we're not. We're not. So Eric Doyle. Eric has a great show. I know that we're in the States and it's hard for you guys to catch, but if you ever get to watch the Big Burrito, oh my God, they have a really good time over there. So if you get the opportunity to go check it out, I would suggest that you get the opportunity to go look at what he does on the Big Burrito. Great show. They have a great show. It's oh God, why is my mind is slipping. Anyway, I don't know why I can't think of his co-host. Okay, here we go. All right. So look at this, folks. I was looking to see. Okay. And this is what. And that one is no, that is. Oh, here's mine. I don't want to share the impulse. I want to share mine. Okay. Oh, it's okay, Ben. Take your time. No rush. Open. So we're going to open this file here. All right. Now, if you open up here, come on. I don't know why it's not opening, but please open. Okay. Here we go. All right. I know I've said that a few times, but now if I can get the document for some reason was not loading. So it should have loaded. I don't know why it's taking so long though. Boo. Bad Gabe. This should be better for him. Oh, okay. There he is. So in studio, folks, on his mobile. Let's see if we can pull him in. Let's see if I can pull Ben in. Bring him.
Oh, let me go this way.
Let me go.
It's my first time on LinkedIn Live, so I need baby gloves.
Hey, let me change my layout here real quick.
Oh, here we go. Can I do the screen share from my computer, or should I do it all from my computer?
You could do it from your computer.
Okay.
So it will pull it up from a separate file. So okay, so you just shared it to the screen.
Yep.
Give it
one second. Let me just open it up.
Okay.
And Excel's bright, so I'm gonna get brighter.
You're right.
Okay, so do you want the fresh one that has none of my stuff in it, or one that I've edited?
Either or. We could.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go right to it. Ready? Here we go. Boom.
Okay, so look here, folks. And as you can see, we're gonna pull this full screen. So give me 1 second. Let me take this off. Hide the chat. All right, now let me turn off my overlay. And if you guys can tell on the screen, these are actual comments. this is what gets pulled from your. This actually gets pulled from your post.
Sorry, there's a couple
So
things real quick, but don't worry about it. You can explain it.
so and there's a lot of things that I love about this, because not only does it give you information that's coming from your post, but it gives you direct access to a lot of other things. So you want to kind of explain a little bit more,
Yeah.
like what it
Yeah.
does?
So like for example, what blew me away? I don't even know where the camera is. Okay, what blew me away? Let me put this over here. Is that I am rarely impressed with someone who does Excel stuff, because I do so much Excel stuff. But the way Daniel does this, can you hear me or no?
Yeah, you're perfectly
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Everything's good.
Oh, and I even have this too, but I can't do it. So the weird thing about this is I did not know something about Excel that he showed me here. That's why I was trying to find something Seb didn't know about LinkedIn. I'm trying to figure out things that like people might not know. So he builds this from scratch without Excel. He builds the under the hood stuff. It's like he knows what's. I don't know anything about cars, for example. So he like knows how to build it under the hood, which is nuts. So basically, I'll just show you something real quick, because this is a trick he showed me and I've never ever seen this in my life. So basically, you can take a file, an Excel file, and it's not a file format, and don't worry about all these things here, but if you take this and rename it to a .zip, which is not a way you can save it natively, and then with 7-zip, if you open the archive, you can see what's in it. You can see all this crazy stuff. It's in XML. And that's when it went from XLS to XLSX, that X at the end, they added it to XML, and it was no longer binary than proprietary. So that's crazy to me.
Right?
I don't even know it. And then he realizes he doesn't know what to do with it afterwards. That's where I come in. But I'm like, you are like absolutely insane with this stuff. I don't even know that it existed. So, and we all know how hard it is to find comments and like the actual comment actually get there. So like this comment right here, pick one. I mean, you could also filter. So were you in here?
No.
Yeah, you are. There's
I am. Oh, I am.
And look, watch. If we go to your profile, it's not going to go to your profile. Oh, it popped on the other screen. It's going to go to your recent activity. And then all my messages are going to pop up in front of everybody.
Look at that.
I'll pull my way message up. See, folks, this is when you don't know what you're doing. All right, okay. But now I see this though. Am I seeing myself live? Yeah, well, kind of live. I can see it delayed. That's cool. So if you wanted to see this comment though, click on that. He has these crazy links that go right to where they need to go. And it's like you don't see that happening. I always comment the wrong thing. I commented on the wrong post the other day because like all the same people are in it, and I'm like, how does he make it easier than LinkedIn to like navigate to it and then give us all this information? So he's got these crazy URLs. I don't even know what this means. You know?
Right.
So
and this is
go ahead.
And this is what I'm talking about when I say that like some of these things that are being created here, you want to know how like a lot of these analytics work.
You keep talking. I'm gonna do some stuff.
So that's why I say that like the stuff that he creates, like I love what he did for the analytics for my live stream. So it's a lot of the same stuff. And people are like, how do you use that information from your live streams? Well, if I target folks and I get them to use hashtags, I mean, it breaks it down by hashtag. So if I'm sitting there and I tell my audience, hey, drop in the comments, hashtag, I need this. If you're interested in wanting my services or something, boom, I could pull this up after the show, get it in a sheet and go, I got 5 people interested. Reach out directly to them. Easy.
Now I can use Windows magnifier here too to like go in. Is this better? Can you see anything here?
Oh yeah, you can see all of that.
Is this better?
Uh-huh.
In case people couldn't see it on their little tiny phone, so I'm looking at my own. But yeah, so there weren't that many used during this. Let me back out now. So he has all these cool things like the attendees. And one thing that I did not know at all, some people might know, But there's where do we got it? Hold on, I'm gonna fly around for a second because he's got these. Oh, I unhide them. That's what I do. Unhide them, and look, we have profile IDs that are not here, of course, because why would it be where I look when I'm on a live thing? But here we go. So these things, you know what these are?
Oh, what are those? No.
So Gabe, ready? Watch this.
Uh-huh.
Your LinkedIn address is not what you think it is, brother. Because here we go. All right, LinkedIn /in/ whatever that thing was that he magically made has that's going to go to you, and that's always going to go to you. If you switch your name, it's going to go to the new you. That weird ass giant thing. It goes straight to your thing, and then there everybody. Oh, hey Daniel, I'm not going to read any of these because they don't know what's going on. But that's crazy, right? That's how they do it. So like literally, no matter when you change your thing, if I change from Ben to the failure guy, that big crazy gobbledygook, that'll get you there, and that's how you bypass any of the not knowing. Look, they kind of look the same. So it's like a secret. It's almost like that Instagram thing where it's like what number you are, but instead it's a giant thing that you can't find, and he just grabs it from who knows where.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and you can see all the people here, and it goes right to their recent activity. Now he's trying to figure out how I can then take these things and do something cool with it. So, like for example, in this particular one, I just did by count of comments. So, Angelique, there's 33% of the comments, but she's also providing all the value here. And let me know if you can't see any of this because I don't know how it works. Is it sideways like I'm seeing? Okay, doesn't matter. You tell me if something's wrong, and I'm just gonna keep going.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Cool. So, if this helps at all, you get to see who's in there, and some of these things you're not going to get these metrics because you got to keep hitting load comment. And I'm sick of it already. I've only been on LinkedIn not that long in like a serious format, but these things will get you there. And so like if you want to see, hey, where's Ben? What did I say? Probably some stupid stuff. And this is one I literally posted on Judy's from 2 days ago by accident, and I was like 14 minutes later, I was like, oh no, I was in the right spot. And if I had this tool, I would have been actually in the right spot because it navigates better than LinkedIn, because you get a notification and you get another one. And you're like, oh, I'm clicking everywhere. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. But you could do cool things that I can already imagine, like word clouds with like, what's the words that are mentioned the most, or like how many characters are people writing and stuff like that. Things that we wouldn't be able to get metrics on. And then you guys can tell me if it performs well. Like better. What I don't know is if he has to pull it every time because like new comments don't come in. So as new ones come in, he's gonna probably have to do his little thing and yank it again. So I'm not sure. It doesn't update live. It's as of the time he pulls the post. So I don't know what time you consider it like dead. But right now, if there's something that was newer, I wouldn't see it on here because I've tried to look for something that was, after one of these post dates. And it wasn't showing up. But there's a lot of things you can do with this.
And look, that's...
Go ahead, Gabe, because you can tell me, Gabe, you can tell me what you want to know, and then I can tell you maybe if I can do it. I keep looking over there, and you guys are over here. Can you hear me? Gabe? I truly don't know what I'm doing. Okay, this looks better. Let's see if I can see stuff. Gabe? My buddy? Are you messaging me? Okay, I'm gonna go to the chat. Okay, I can hear you. Can hear me? Okay, cool. Oh, you said you can do anyone's post on it. All right, amazing. Example use cases. Yes, absolutely. So let's say you want to see. I hope you can see this whole thing. So at the moment, I'm gonna clear this so that it's a little bit easier to follow. I'm also gonna color some stuff so it's easier to like look at it, and I'll try to do it as quickly as possible. So this, that. I'm gonna pop a conditional format on this. Nobody worry, I can teach you how to do this, but you don't want to know. So I'm gonna do more rules, custom rules. See, this is the stuff I get deep into. He knows how to make it from scratch. I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing? So um, uh, equals 1.
Yeah, you're
Pick a
carrying
light
the
green.
show right now, Ben.
Well, so
You're
this is how
carrying
you
the show
do.
right now, bud.
Oh shoot, I didn't even do it right because I'm all flustered. But I'm gonna go to manage rules and I'll show you how this works. So I want to do. I have to lock it on here and say.
Watch this Instagram. I'm gonna fix this.
All right, we'll see. Hold on, I'm putting hashtags. I'm like forgetting what I'm doing because this is what happens when IT things are like being watched. All right, so A2. Oh, it's the row of A2. That's my problem. I need the row number. So basically what I'm saying is there a remainder when you look at the row, right? And you take that row and divide it by 2. I think this is how it works. I've done this so many times, but now I'm like, I forget everything. There it is. So I want to just alternating to colors. So it's a little bit easier, and I'm going to get rid of these grid lines. So now you can see, at least it looks a little bit more visually pleasing. He can make it look like this as basically the way to do it. But I would say something like, so let's say you wanted to, I'm going to pop a couple columns up here. And I'll put like a name field. And let's say I wanted to do Angelique. I could put her name here. Now, what you guys don't know is this is called the name box up here. You can actually rename this. So I'm going to call it commenter. And then when I go to this one, I can say equals if this equals commenter, which is just as if I wrote B1. It's the same thing. See how it highlighted B1 there, but just as commenter. And then the comma value of true is going to be this plus 1. Otherwise,
Okay, we're back.
Okay, and yeah. By the way, you gotta make sure you don't have these as weird formulas or weird custom things there, Daniel. Because when I do it, I'm like, what is this stuff all about? Okay, so I'm gonna just do a cumulative count. It's gonna go up every time Angelique is one of the ones that's posting. And now I'm realizing I'm not doing the commenter, I'm doing the producer, so it's gonna be absolutely all of them. But don't worry, I will fix it in just a moment. And so I gotta change this to a number.
On my
This is
stream.
what happens when you do it on the fly. Ready? Don't worry. Please don't worry. Okay, so instead of what I was just doing, I'm going to do it the way what's going on here? Okay, so equals if the commenter, right, equals the one you're looking at. Can you hear me?
Browser is freezing.
I'll do yes
good
or no. So
yes, we can hear you.
This is her. Yep. Okay. So if that equals Angelique, which is up here, and so I'm just going to highlight it so you know this is something I typed in up there, and I can change it to something else. And as you're scrolling down, you can see yes, no, right? It's checking to see if the commenter is Angelique, because one of the comments that I was looking at was here. We had Kimber saying, "I'm curious about all the comments that you made, considering your previous post. Are your views increasing with you adding so many of your comments at the beginning to your own post, or does that hurt it?" And here we could see, how many times does it happen? And I'm doing this yes, no thing to just let you know that it gets more complicated than that. So instead of yes, no, I can say, if it's a true thing, take this number, add 1 to it. If not, just take the number above, so then it doesn't increment. And then we can see like the cumulative total. And I know that this doesn't look fancy right now, but I'll make it there. So see, so it increments because she's the one commenting. Am I losing you?
So this is my. You go ahead. You're good.
Okay.
I'm having issues on my end. You're good.
Okay. So she commented the first 4 comments, but then it just says 4 when Sebastian and Aaron come in. So you get to see like the cumulative total of someone's comments. But then if I wanted to see if what Billy's was, I could paste his thing there and it'll all change to the cumulative of Billy's. What could you use that for? I don't know, because I don't know what metrics you guys want to know. But if you tell me like what kind of things you'd like to see, we can do that. But this comment totals is a pivot table based on all that data, and you could say, okay, well maybe we'll do. Let me get rid of my thing here, or slide it way over to the side. I'll just delete it. That's fine. So, because what I'm going to do is pop in maybe, the comment time underneath each comment person. So she commented in 4 different days, and then you could expand that and see what time she was commenting. And if you wanted, like, you could do some more crazy stuff here, but I don't want to take too much time. Like,
Oh, we
doing
got all the
things
time
that-
in the world.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so if everybody likes doing this, you go to design. This will look better if I make it look like that. Maybe that sticks out better because look at the names, they pop. And then I could take these and go to field settings, and then again, this is stuff that I teach in my stuff. No one's gonna want to know all these little things, but you didn't really tell that anything happened there. But I got to do this for all these, so I'm trying to make it so they come more out to the right. Things come out to the right. Oh, look, now I got a subtotal of all the things. So Angelique did 38, but she did it over 4 days. 16 the first day, 13 the next day, 5, 4. You get the point. And then we even dig deeper and see, well, what time,
Yeah.
So if you need this information, and also you get the link to it too, which is nuts. So you could even put this as probably. We'll see. I'll try it. No, not that. I don't put it a little bit higher up. Do I get to click a link? Probably not, because this is this view thing, but I don't think the link works when I bring it into a pivot table. So, but you guys tell me things you want to do with it, and I can try to figure out if it's doable. But so like with timing of the comments, instead of doing it by person, you can put the commenter down bottom and see, like, then I expand all these. Now, again, I'm going really fast, guys. I'm sorry, just because I don't know what's boring or not. But look, so the first day,
No, that's good.
day we got 29 comments. Then the second day, 54, and you can see them spread over time.
Well,
in order.
Yeah, and that's the good thing is you can see like how. So you could actually
I'll
talk
zoom
about
in.
how growth actually happens.
Yeah, see,
So-
is this better?
yes.
So if I hit this plus sign, it'll even tell me the time, like the minutes. This
Yeah.
stuff is nuts. This is like data I don't even know you can get. I can't even get into the right thread. I'm posting in the wrong comments, and then he figures out ways to like get us to the thing by just clicking on it. And it's like any of these, Billy Thompson with the fire, and you click it, and it's gonna open on my other screen. And we'll drag it over, and then it should go right to the fire one. And it's like, how does this work? And of course, it doesn't work when I do that, because why would anything work when I do it? But it always does when I do it, and I'm not being watched. So yeah, there it is. At least
No, that's
I can
cool.
see it there. I didn't have to load a bunch of previous replies, and it was her. So I thought it was Billy Thompson, but it was actually her saying that because I'm talking too fast, because I don't know LinkedIn that much, but I know Excel a little bit. So what would you like to know there, Gabe?
So
I can talk forever.
Oh, no. So you're actually you're good. So, the information that you're passing along, right? You can see the pretty much the growth, because we talked about this. Me and Angelique talked about this at one point in being able to use an event post as part of almost as part of the audio event itself. So when you create an audio event, right? You create an event just like you would a live stream or anything else. You create an event on LinkedIn, and then usually people create the post. And the reason we thought about this because Robert Hanna had talked about this in his town hall meeting, is that part of his growth and engagement has slowed down because when you create these posts for an audio event, you create the post, but they don't draw any engagement, right? So the post just actually just sits there, right? So
we talked a ton,
right? So if let's just say another text post he writes and he puts out there, well, it garners the engagement that he's used to. He might get 2,000 views on it, and he gets I don't know 120 comments on a post, right? But when he creates an audio event post, because it has it has the feature just like a regular post would. When he creates it and he puts it out there to talk about his event, well, people just use it more to go there and click the attend button than they actually do to interact on the post itself.
And we've been doing all this workaround stuff to try to avoid that because we don't know that it's there. We should be doing it there, right?
Yes. So that's where we talked about you already created the post, right? You already created it for the audio event. So why not use it to spur the engagement part of it? So like instead of creating the back channel chats, which we do enjoy, I love those, I really do. Those are fun. But here's the thing. If you created it through the post, you could take all those chat, all the information and everything else out of the post itself, right?
And I am like all over the place because I got the back chat, I got the Google sign-in form, which we could also just have all those questions in the post.
In the post itself.
The answers. I mean, it's like we did all the stuff because Minnie and me aren't LinkedIn experts, so we don't know. But here,
look, Ben, but nobody knew because this is new.
Yes, that's true. I didn't know you could do it. I didn't even know there was stuff you could do. You could make an Excel document without making one. That's crazy to me. So real quick, I just want to show you. I just wanted to type in. Let's see how many comments said love. These are all the ones that said love somewhere in it, because I wrote the word love and it filtered to the ones that say love in it.
Right.
Because I just typed the word love and anyone that had it, it checked it. Because you can do a search here, or like agree. Somewhere they said agree. You can do like a word cloud. I think if I split this all out to all the words, I can do like a word cloud.
Exactly. So this is why I say this is why when Angelique brought this up, I said that is how that's how we can use the post to be part of the conversation and then be able to take that information off of there using something like what Daniel has created, and now using it as a valuable LinkedIn analytics resource.
Yeah, and you can see how much time has passed between them. We can say like, oh well, let's count how many minutes have passed, or maybe how many characters each person posted. I was doing that the other day because I'm like, what can I do? What do people want to see? I don't even know. Like what are the metrics that dictate something? Gabby, you probably would know.
Right. Well, and so, okay, so for an example, right, and what we're talking about here, Daniel just mentioned it, but say you were to do a contest. How you could take all this information from doing something like this and being able to say, hey, listen, I'm going to be giving away, let's just say it's a giveaway, right? I'm going to be giving away one session to help you set your podcast up on IMDb. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I give that away for free no matter what, but yes.
Okay. But we're using this as an example. But in the comments, guys, I want you to write that you would find this valuable. Put your name of your podcast in there and why, right? And then boom, when you go back to filter it out to what you need, like you said, using the keyword searches, you can pull all this stuff up there. It makes your job easy.
This is my podcast on IMDb.
Right. And then boom. And you pull all that information up and you say here,
Troy Holt, Vinny Potacito. Look at these people. I love them.
And you get to add this again into this information here. And now all of a sudden it is now valuable. It is stored. It is something that you can pull up at the drop of a dime on your hard drive without you don't even have to be on LinkedIn to pull this information. That's the wonderful part.
So can I pop something up real quick, which is just the workbook for my course, because I want to show you how I do the navigation in it. And the navigation could be something we could add to it. Like, for example, if I go to the homepage here, this is my course, right? So if we click on any of these, it'll go to a part. And look, we're in module 0. If I want to go to module 2, I click that, and we're in module 2. And see how these look like they're pressed? They're not. They're just little pictures.
Yes.
But I make it look like it's a pressed one, because then you can navigate, and maybe we can it'll be easier for Google to bounce around from left to right or whatever. Things like that. We're going to add these things because he knows what he's doing, and I have no idea what's going on with at least what I can do almost anything with it, but I just don't know what it is. So people, if you're out there, this is how I teach it. So get creative. I have a cheat code to unlocking your inner Excel ninja. The C in it is creativity and complexity. Forget it. Don't worry about it. Because I'm going to have you do the output and objective. What's your objective? What's your output? If you build a skeleton of what you want to see as the results, then I can go to D in the cheat code and see what data and drivers we have to then get to that output. I think you should look at what you want your output to be before you look at your input. Because if you look at your input, you're going to be distracted by all the data you have, and you're going to go, oh, I can do this, that, or the other thing, but what do I really want to do?
Okay, so Daniel's just adding a caution.
I didn't add macros.
He didn't add macros. He's telling you.
I did not add any. This is an XLSX.
Yes. So
why do I have to be careful?
Well, I just say I don't know if I guess
I see it. I'm asking Daniel, I guess.
No, I'm trying to get. I'm trying to send him the link to come on the show, but because I am having internet issues.
I've seen.
You know what?
He sees this.
Well, do me a
macros.
Wait, do me a favor. Do you still have that link I sent you to join?
Yep, somewhere.
Okay, so I sent it to you. What, on LinkedIn?
Yeah, I can do it on either one. Okay, on my phone with the video.
Okay, go on LinkedIn. If you can copy and paste that and send it to Daniel Hall, he'll be able to join, and I'll be able to pull him in.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, perfect. Oh, thank you.
I can't do it from mine right now because
I just sent it to him. We're good. I just didn't know what anybody needed.
Well,
and Angelique said sure for using it. So if you want to invite Angelique in here, she could maybe say something about what she wants to see. I'll give her the link.
If she's interested, send it to her. Ask her if she wants to come on. It's more, anybody's more than welcome to come on. I do my shows very open because we're covering such a cool subject of how to go, and how you can actually bring all this stuff into, what people are asking about and how to kind of guide the analytics of what people have seen with like Shield, and then what I talk about what people use in their live streams. That all this information has a value. It's just what kind of value do you want to pull from it? So what are you trying to do? So in the case of talking about lead generation, this is how you can leverage your live streams. This is how you can leverage your post. Daniel's in the green room. Hold on. Let me pull him in. Hold on, buddy. I'm going to pull you in. Give me 1 sec. And
okay, see something here?
He's in here. Hold on.
All right. And I know what you mean about macros, because everybody, when I try to teach macros, I have to go to a whole separate workbook, and they have to enable it, and it's a real pain. So I want to see if I can do this and if it works. Okay, there's 70 words.
There he is.
70 words in this comment. And I could do this for all of them. How many words are in it? I guess the link counts as one word.
Hey, guys. Yeah.
There he is. There's the man. So let me change the format here so that we can actually be on screen, and then people can.
I'll go sideways.
Oh, you're good. Stay right there.
I can't see the comments.
I didn't realize you guys are breaking this down tonight.
Well, I've been playing around with it, and I have no one to show. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what metrics you want.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I got into the subject because when I started the actual live stream, I still had the thing written in my title, like LinkedIn Analytics, what's new. So then Kevin Turner, who was here earlier, who is no longer here probably, asked the question, like, what is new? And I said, since we're talking about new, let's talk about impulse, because there is the value in finding the use out of a lot of these analytics and showing them what the functions really are. Ben's like, I'm going to show people what this is.
Stuff I know how to do. I don't know if you need it, but
so
I can keep going. I'll try to figure out if I got any other things. Go ahead.
So I wanted to ask Daniel, whenever you came up with the idea, I know where the idea came from. So the genesis of the idea to do this, of course, came out of over you with being with Brian Shulman and doing the voice. Was it Shout Out Saturday or was it What's Good Wednesday? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it was Shout Out Saturday, but Impulse. There's two distinct products here, Gabe. One is Peekaboo, which was the one that came out from Brian Schulman. He wanted to be able to get sponsorship for his show, and he needed audience data. Well, there's no way to get audience data from a live stream. You can't even troll through the comments without rewatching the show. So that's what was the genesis for Peekaboo. Does the exact same thing, gives you the exact same data except for a live stream. Now, the Impulse product came about from Janayad Iqbal when we first met in 2020. Janayad was struggling trying to find a way. He wanted to pull out reactions, just get at the reaction counts. So, I worked on that for a while, and I was able to pull out all the reactions, all the likes, the loves, the supports, all those out of there. And then I shifted to Peekaboo and was spending time on the comment portion of this, like, oh my gosh, I can pull comments now. So it combined the comments and the reactions together in Impulse. And what you're seeing is the first release where we're able to pull out all the comments. And pretty soon we'll be able to see all the reactions as well. So and you'll be able to,
thank you.
Yeah, we'll be able to break that down and actually get the timestamps of when those reactions occurred.
Yeah. Wow. So here I did a word count. Like I only said 4 words. That's probably not great. But look, 6,132 words were said, 34,069 characters. I don't know if that means anything to you, but that's a lot of words and a lot of characters.
How many influencers that think they're top influencers are going to say, "Oh, I'm doing 1 million words a month. I'm generating 1 million words." That's going to be the new norm. I'm generating how many words a month on my chats.
All right, so I'm going to see. Well, hold on. If I don't go all the way to the bottom, I'm going to see how many are Gabe's. We'll find out right now. In a second, if this updates. Oh, Jeebus. What is it? What did you do this? It's text. Why do you have all these weird formatting things? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm gonna just take the same formula and put it somewhere else.
I'm just a weird guy.
I'm talking about our friend who made this, because he if I put a 1 here, it's gonna say January 1, 1900.
Yeah, just format it as text.
So, yeah, is there a way for you to do it formatted as this wacky stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
if I know people are going to be doing amazing things with them like you are, then I can certainly work with you on doing that.
Why isn't this working like a formula? Any idea?
I can't even see it. I got to drag it over.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Do the magnifier.
Count.
Yeah, Yep. Yeah, I'll do the magnifier. So, we're looking at this one right here. I put it in, and it's for some reason not considering it. Oh, because count if I didn't put the end of the statement. Count if what? Nothing. That's why. I mean, it usually doesn't keep it as that, but you had text, so that's a combination of those two things. So we want it to be if it equals this, and I'm gonna. Oh, jeez.
So what you're saying? It's user error.
No, I just do things too quickly, and then look, it looks like a date.
It's pretty cool, because if that count if will go through, especially if you're looking for a sponsor, like let's say Snap filters, Snap camera, you can do a word count of like Snap, and you can say, here you go, Snap. Over the past 4,000 shows or whatever, we've said Snap, 50,000 times.
Right.
So we've mentioned your brand 50,000 times, or it's shown up in the hashtag, however many times. So that's really, when you're looking for sponsors and you're looking to gamify and you're looking to run contests on your posts, it's really a great way to start doing that. And it's only going to get better because it's already pretty powerful. So when we get the community involved and get that awesome feedback, like what Ben is doing right now,
Like,
Yeah.
it's
like,
just
what do
Trying
kind
to
of,
do it on the
yeah,
fly.
what do you want to see? What do you want us to take? See, that's the wonderful part of it is like when you ask somebody, what do you want to find the value in?
yeah.
Right. And we'll define what the value is for you, built to order almost. That's this is what I
Thanks.
love. This is what I love about
71.
all this.
Gabby, you're
this.
71. You're 71 words out of this whole thing.
70. What can I say? I'm a 70 sort of guy.
I'm 413. What up? I
You know,
talk too much.
and Judy Fox was the one that I had that going when you click on a person's profile. I had it going right to their profile, and Judy Fox said, "Why don't you just take it to their share page? That way, when you click on it, you can either message them, show them how much you love them showing up, or you can go on their most recent post and just click the like button and show them love that way."
That's the right answer. Does anyone else think like that?
Look,
the right answer.
That's well, and this is what I love about this. So that's where all this stuff here and how we talk about how we can actually use this information for what you guys are talking about, or how to use it into revolve it into social selling and being able to again use this for the power of lead generation. So if you're using something like Sales Navigator to start pulling in, and then you're like, I create a post because I want to reach out to a specific sector of individuals. How do I pull the information of everything that comes in? Because what if if the post hits exactly what I want it to? It gets the reactions that I want it to. It gets the comments that I need, and I need the hashtags that I want them to use. How do I garner all that information without this stuff? I'd have to actually go through and search.
It's terrible, yeah.
Where something like this can actually breaks it down by hashtag, word count, it gives you the who, what, where, when, and why. Every piece of single information you ask for. It hits all the W's and what you need. And like I told Ben, here's the best part. I don't even have to be on LinkedIn to use it.
Yeah,
Notice I have to change everything format wise. So this is something that we need to fix, because like every time we do it, it's like a weird format. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying like it slows me down in this little thingy.
No, there's always room for improvement if you're listening with more than just your ears.
True. Yeah, I listen with all sorts of body parts.
But this is where, though, this is the resources, folks. When you ask, what are the resources? Everybody's, where do I find this stuff? Because people actually talk about analytics and then they don't understand how to actually use it to their advantage.
Let me move this over here so that we can use it and zoom in. Right.
So this is what we were talking about, Daniel. Is that when people create a post to do their audio events, the problem is if you create the audio event, you write out the text, you write good copy. This is the show, what's going to be about. Everything else, you create a nice promotional to go along with it, right? You actually spend the time to do this, and then you put it. Then you put the event out there, and it carries as a post, and LinkedIn, the algorithm reads it as a post, not as an event. Well, then everything else, all your other posts might be hitting very high engagement numbers, but your audio events that you're creating to do an audio event drags down your numbers. So so even though it's not all about the vanity metrics, still you do have something that you want to be able to make this productive. So Angelique kind of mentioned this, and I want to shout out to her for what she's done when she said, we need to find a way to kind of maybe we use the post as a way to.
I regret that we didn't have the last one.
Because again, all the information can be shared there. The Google Doc can be placed there. Everything that you can need, the links and everything else can be put in there. And the wonderful part about it is when the event is over, you can still go back there and look at all this stuff.
What I just found interesting was that, remember I said that right here when we were talking about Kimber, and she said, Angelique, you make a lot of comments, but Kimber It's saying more words. So, you know, if I zoom out, you're gonna see that she actually makes. He does make less comments. I'll wait. I ruined your thing over here, but I'll just I'll make a new one because guys, Excel's easy.
Yeah.
After you do it for like 15 years, you know. So I'm gonna put a pivot table on this, and then we're gonna pop the commenter on the left and how many comments on the right. So again, and I'm gonna sort it from largest to smallest. So Kimber, not as many comments, but more words. I don't know what's better. You tell me.
So
You see,
again, this is why this stuff is valuable to see what it is, that whether or not somebody writes pointy. So this is what we talk about, right? This is all the LinkedIn experts, all the coaches, all the mastery people, everybody else says, hey, when you engage on a post, don't just drop, nice job or great. You really want to take the time to comment to the people who actually take the time to write out really good, poignant points or topics or everything else. So if you see somebody like Kimber who comes along on a post where there's 200 something comments and hers might be buried, but if you had something like this and you go back and look at it and read it and go, holy crap,
there they are.
This woman actually wrote all of these really great things. I need to respond back to her, right? So it kind of helps in those sort of manners. And this is where I say that everything that you guys are talking about, what we're showing about here, is going to be able to give us the ability to have valuable feedback on whether what we're doing here is actually going to be able to make an impact.
That's why I say, I'm sorry. So, Daniel, would it be possible to grab tags from here? Because it seems like people are being tagged in these. I'm not sure if they're just being mentioned or tagged. Is there a way to grab the tags on the comment? It's got like
zoom in.
I'll zoom in. Yep. Hold on. I just don't want to keep leaving that on there so it gets in people's way. But yeah, right. So like see how it says Vinny and Judy and me. I don't know if those are tags or not.
Those are mentions. Those are mentions. So if you go to the mentions,
if you go to this and see it in the comment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Drag your screen.
I know, but I'm like in crazy land right now.
Yeah. If they're if they're mentioned, it'll pick it up.
Welcome to Nerd City, folks.
Yeah, this is how it works. So what was even the one I was looking at? All right. It was this one. I agree wholeheartedly. So it was somewhere near there. I think it's at the was that the bottom?
Yes.
Yes.
So but
I don't even know. All right, I'm going to click it again. Hold on. I'm going to do it again.
I'm going to say that should be bringing you right to that.
I want to wait for it to load before I drag it.
So wouldn't that be able to use it?
It is there. Here it is. Okay, now I see it. Look.
There you go.
But when I agree wholeheartedly, it doesn't magnifier is in my way. Right here. That's hard to find, guys. I have hit load replies so many times. I don't even understand why.
So if you go to the mentions tab, if they tag them in any of those comments, they're going to show up in the mentions tab as being counted as a mention, and it'll tell you who commented it. So let's go take a look at that mentions tab.
We'll look at the this one here. So I'm gonna see. So which one were we talking about? So I was mentioned. Well, let me just collapse these real quick.
Yeah. Or you can just change the pivot on there.
Yeah, but
too bad.
There's a million ways.
Always.
So let me say something.
You tell people something, yeah, please.
Yeah, let me say something about Impulse and how it was built. Not down in the technical details in the weeds, but this was built. We have 6 adopted special needs children, and this product was built with no funding, 0 funding. Mm-hmm. So this is built for the love of the community. It was built with people like Gabe, Travis Lochner, Brian Schulman, Nancy Barrows, which Nancy, Travis, and Brian are 3 of the top 50 influencers on LinkedIn. And working with amazing people like Gabe and Ben and Angelique and Kimber, just to get that feedback has been amazing. If you don't think that you can message me on LinkedIn, just connect with me and message me. Gabe will tell you I'm probably one of the easiest going people there is,
I
besides
will. I will
himself.
definitely say that. I will say
Yeah,
both of you.
I'm very
not
approachable.
easygoing.
I'm very approachable. I can speak geek and plain English, and I'm not going to talk down to anybody. Very little ego.
By the
So
way, I
right.
was saying I'm not easy because I interrupt people, just like I was about to do there. So that's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? It's fun to have that though, Ben. And that's look. So all of this here and everything that what I've talked about and what I mention to people when I say that this platform and what we're doing here and how to actually navigate it and how to do all this stuff here, and why this information here is different than having it from information that you find on other platforms. Because this right here, again, folks, is a business platform.
Mhm.
Whether or not we
Some of
still
the-
want to remember that or not, this is a business platform. We are networking, we are becoming a social media platform. But guess what still happens here every morning or every day? Business. People come here to find clients. People come here to share their personal brands. People come here for a multitude of reasons that have to do with their professions. So, this information can be vital for corporations who want to learn how to navigate what LinkedIn is. There's going to be days that this is going to be stuff that corporate trainers are teaching folks.
yeah.
So here you can see Angelique, right? These are
Mhm.
25 counts of responses or mentions, sorry, in her posts for other people. Is that right? In her comments, I mean, like she mentioned these people this many times in her comments. Is that correct,
Mhm.
Daniel?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's 25 mentions there. And you can see other people are not doing
And
quite as
each
many.
time,
But
that is critical because each time somebody's mentioned, they're pulled into that post.
or they're pissed off. I don't know.
Or they're
They're
pissed
having
off.
fun.
Yeah. It's a double-edged sword.
It's double-edged sword. It cuts both ways, folks.
Yeah, it does.
I wish you could turn it off or on or whatever, right?
Well, so that's why I say this is why I love sharing all this information. Because again, we all talk about it. We all mention it all the time in our conversations, whether or not we're live or whether or not we're doing it in a post, of how what we're doing with this content. Look, you can create content every day, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, 20 times a day. But if you don't know how to actually use it and leverage it and how to use the information that you're getting from this content, you're just putting shit out there. You might as well just take a book and write a piece of something from every single fucking piece and share it out there as your own. That's not what this.
Well, also,
Go ahead.
I
man.
know. I'm gonna interrupt you. See, this is why I suck. And I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I already forgot what I was going to say. That's why I tried to interrupt. Because like I had something there. It was more like what were you just saying? Forget it. Just go. Keep going. I'll think about it.
Okay, when you hit it, just raise your hand and I'll stop talking. Because if you leave me to talk, between me and Sebastian, like I said, we could probably talk for 24 hours straight, back and forth, and not even skip a beat. Because I've done this where I've actually almost talked 4 hours by myself on a live stream. No problem for me. But when people that are in part of the group here and they want to mention something, well, I want to be courteous to allow them to say something. So just stick your finger in there. It's like when you stick your finger in the elevator door. I want to get on. Boom. Put your hand in there, stick your words in there, and let's say whatever you got to say. So I'm always open to it. Just tell me to shut up. That's
so when people try to get me, they private message me, and they'll say, can you run this person's poster? Can you find out if somebody's a bot? Well, yeah, I can, but I'm not going to do that because the whole premise behind Impulse is making sure that we're following LinkedIn's rules of engagement, which are you own the data. When you post something on LinkedIn, the LinkedIn user agreement, if you go and you look up LinkedIn user agreement, you watch that short video, it says, and LinkedIn says, who owns the data? You do.
You.
So I'm very careful about, you need to, if you're going to DM me and say, can I see Gabe's post to do this or Gabe's post to do that? I'm going to say, if I have a DM from Gabe that says you can, then I'm okay with that. And we're not pulling anybody's private information. We're not scraping their profiles to get their phone numbers and their email. We're creating an Excel spreadsheet. We're not storing any of your data. I'm not aggregating any of this data on any servers anywhere. This is your data. You request to run the spreadsheet. It gets run. Nothing is saved in a database. It's gone. So there's nobody else.
Because you created it from scratch, right?
Yeah.
That's why. And also, fudge. I had something. Oh man, I was gonna say that there was something. I lost it. That's why I interrupt. I'm like,
that's okay.
My ADHD is like, boop, there it goes. So I had something and I'm gonna get it back, but it was a good one. Darn it. What
you were
were
talking about? You were talking about Angelica.
Yes, I got it. So I was on the phone with Vinny, and I was like, he's telling me he can do it, and you're like, I need a DM, and I'm like, all right, Vinny, you gotta go DM him. Or I was gonna like record a voice message. I didn't have two phones. I was gonna be like, Vinny, talking to the phone or whatever, send me a thing. But anyways, he's really about permission based, and so am I. So I'm getting the permission, but he can't confirm it. So I like that kind of stuff.
The biggest post I've run. The biggest post I run, that's an interesting story, was Brian Goulard's post. He had 36,000 comments, and it tore through that. But somebody, this was on a live stream. This was on Peekaboo, and somebody signed up and said that they were Brian, and I had already talked to Brian the day before, and they signed up. It was a different email address. So I messaged Brian. I was like, did you request this on a different email? And he goes, no, that's somebody trying to get my data. So Brian even appreciated the fact that I reached out to him just to verify that, that was him, because it didn't sound right. So
that's awesome.
That's how crazy I am. Fanatical. I don't know. Not fanatical, but yeah. I really, really want to make sure that people's data is protected when we're running stuff like this, and that the data is not residing on any servers.
On this one specifically, I was like, I wrote in the post, I was like, Angelique, can I use this? And then she goes, yes, please use it. And then I'm like, Daniel, can I do it? And he goes, she needs to approve it. I'm like, go to the comment. She just said yes. And if I had his button, I would have shown him where, but I couldn't find it for the life of me. So it's like catch-22.
So this is what you guys need to do. So I'm going to see if I'm praying to the stream gods, let this work. But so like when I use somebody's likeness, I always think about that sort of thing as well whenever I create content or I do video production or anything that has to do with somebody's image. So I bring into something like this, and I'm going to pull this down for a second.
That's good. I'm going to mess around. So yeah.
Ben, just for a second, I'm going to pull it back down. Oh, there it goes. You can see it on the screen now. So it actually just pushed it over there. So I do a release form. So if you have one of these on file, that when somebody, say Daniel says, hey, XYZ wants me to run a thing for them, can I do this? To have a form like this, very simple, to send out to them, to fill out and say, here, fill this out real quick, giving me permission to get it. And once it's done and I have the form in place, boom, we'll get you the information. So because there's people that want to try this. So if you had this with Vinny and you had it already filled out, like, yeah, I already got his permission, or I got Angelique's permission. Here it is.
Oh, good call. I can't even see what's going on.
So it covers it. So this is just a video form for me.
So are you actually avoiding it right now? I'm not consenting. I am absolutely pissed. No, I'm just kidding. But is that what it was for?
So yes. So I usually do this for third parties. So when I'm producing for somebody else, So in the terms of saying, hey, he's going to have a guest on, and I just say I want to be able to cover your basics, because if you're going to do this for micro content afterwards, I'm able to use your voice, your face, and everything that you did with the show to create small pieces of content with this. So this just gives me my permission to saying, hey, you are not going to get paid for this. Understand? Or if there was a payment to check there, yes, it was. This is the amount. I am not to receive royalties. Okay, I understand. Standardize. Get this done. Boom, and then get the release from the signature of that person and me, and that's it. And we're done. Document's done.
What do you use? Just Google Doc?
Yep.
Oh man, I'm gonna blow your mind if you let me.
Please do. I'm always up for getting my mind blown.
So legal. What was it? You're saying it was well, let's pretend it's a non-disclosure agreement, just because that's the first thing I can see here.
Yes.
Here's the tool I have. That would make that a lot easier. So I'm just gonna show it. I don't know. I've never used it, honestly. So day of agreement. Let's just pretend it's the 18th. Month of agreement, March, year 2022. Then place, whatever, LinkedIn. That might not fly legally, but I did that already. Come on, that's fine. Whatever. Then you put the people's stuff in. I'm just gonna write blah org,
Right.
and then address, and then no one, and Wisconsin. I don't know why. So oh come on, I've never used this thing, but you can see that we fill this shit out. All right, name the receiving party. I'm just gonna do some stuff. Name 1, name 2.
I'm just engaging in the comments, guys. Sharing some
the
love
other
here.
comments, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I can't. Mine aren't updating. Is there a reason?
So yes. So like sometimes for some reasons
Oh
the
my god.
comments freeze up here because they've been in my studio, but if you go to LinkedIn, sometimes it will carry over. Sometimes it's a LinkedIn thing. It's not so much Restream. It's so
Okay, I just want to see how easy this is. Ready? Yes, I do
Mhm.
want to do it. Okay. If you did this, I'm pretty sure you could have this auto done. I know Daniel can do anything automatically if it comes to the internet or data, and until it gets to Excel, and then he doesn't know what to do with it. I think, right?
Which post was this, Ben, that you were showing? Billy Thompson
Well,
was asking. He saw his name in there. Was that the one with Vinny?
this one is the Angelique one. I can bring up the Vinny one.
Okay.
It'd be nice if instead of the post ID, you could put the person or
Yeah.
something or whatever in there. You know, because I can't tell the difference. So I'll open up the other one. Okay, I mean by that I mean the same one. Is this? Okay, I'm gonna do a little editing, so let me open up the edited one. Nope, this is the same one but edited. See how much this is not ideal? Like to have me do this. Okay. What number is it? See, this is no longer there. I'm gonna go to here. Oh, I did the camera rolls. Nice. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I might have renamed it. Let's see. 20 is the one we're in. This one says it doesn't exist, so I might have moved it. Sorry, everybody.
No,
It's not where I thought
No,
it
you're
was.
good.
I know. You're gonna say don't worry about it.
You must
I might
not
have
know.
called it camera rolls because I was trying.
You must not know
No,
my
forget it.
shows, Ben.
I've never been on LinkedIn Live. I've never even watched one, so except for like a recorded one, maybe the hacking one.
Well, look at this, Daniel. This is his first LinkedIn Live.
all right. I'm glad that Impulse could inspire you to keep the finger on the pulse. All right, Ben.
Exactly. So can you please start putting the name of the person, or just like maybe their initials in the thing, or something that I don't know that giant number. You know?
Well, I'll just remove that field altogether.
Or I mean like here in the name, file name, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you remove that number, then it'll be the same thing. I meant like if you put like VP or some or like the whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something that's so we know, or like the date of it or something. I don't know what that number means besides this. It's this post number.
Well, you have the show date, yeah, over there, or the link, the post.
But not
date.
in the name of the file.
No.
You know,
No.
which, you know, I wouldn't mind.
That's hard to get without titles, and all you get is
Ooh.
content. Yeah.
I don't know
with
about that.
LinkedIn Lives, it's easy to get the title because the producers usually put a title in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to see something real quick. And this is just me on the fly thinking about something. And wait, I guess Gabi doesn't care, so I'm just gonna relax.
I don't care. You need to take your time, bro. There's no. Believe me, I've done
Okay.
4-hour shows with nothing. with nothing.
All right, so
of value.
This is what I do. Now, Daniel, you know you're like, don't use be careful with macros or whatever you said, right?
Yeah. Because of the antiviruses will sometimes pick them up.
This is the macro workbook, right? And then I can use it on this while having the other one open. So if I do Control Shift B, it's gonna ask me where I want to save a backup. See, so I don't need to do it within that one. So I'm gonna save a backup in the Vinny folder, right? Ready, Vinny, and then I hit OK, and then put some custom text, okay, during live. And I hit OK, and it says saved as that giant thing you did, the date, the time, during live, and then I have a backup. And I do that before I do a major change because I'm like, I don't want to have to reverse my way back to it because sometimes, But that's why I would do it in a separate workbook because then I don't have to deal with that friction.
Yeah.
And so I have other ones too, like put the file link, Control Shift K. So ready? Control Shift K. That's where it is on my computer.
There you go. Good macros, man.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't want to do this all the time. What else do I do? Hide sheet. There's this thing called a super hidden sheet. Do you know that one?
No.
Do you know how to super hide something? So look, ready? Guys, if you hide something, there's the unhide, right? And if you didn't know that, well, now you know. But there's this thing called ultra hidden, or it's actually called XL very hidden. And if you go into the properties here, you can do see sheet visible. You can actually do very hidden if it lets me click it. You probably have some weird properties on this thing or something. Let's see. I'll try it on this one. I might not have permissions, but there's a way to
there's
do
nothing.
That. Oh wait,
there's nothing hidden. Only the cells that are condensed down. That's it.
Well, did I just hit very hidden them? Did they just go? Yeah, they did. They did. So then, look, you can't unhide them.
Huh.
Like that's a hack. So then I got to go in and then I got to undo that. So which one? See, very hidden. This one's very hidden. Yeah. Now I'll put it back to visible. I just thought it was switching, but I guess it switches each one.
That's interesting.
But that's a hack for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure they're not all hidden now.
Man, we're learning stuff.
Do you want to really
I'm
bury it?
I'm learning stuff.
And that's first thing you can put into your into how you populate.
This is why I want Ben's feedback. He was a great resource.
Yeah.
That Kimber sent out.
I'm gonna show you.
Connected.
Oh yes, please give her some credit because she's so great, and also she got the thing. I don't know if you heard it from her today, but like the way I taught her worked.
Good.
Yeah, like it was just an Excel thing. It actually wasn't all Word and everything. It was Excel. So I want to show you guys something real quick. This is something you might not know Excel can do. So here, I'm not a purchase order, of course. You might know that, but if I click this thing right here, I get a purchase order generator. Look, this is a box on top. So I'll do 1, 2, 3. Oh my Lord. Okay, and then go to product selection. So then look, I have all these weird little things. What do you guys want to buy?
Widgets.
I want widgets. I want a wiffle ball. I thought I saw wiffle ball.
Okay, yeah, you probably did. Okay, waffle maker sounds good. Or maybe I'll do a windshield wiper just because. So look, I clicked it and all this stuff populated. And we'll buy like, I don't know, we'll buy 4 of those. We'll buy, oh my God. Every time I hit that, it does something. Then it doesn't like the numpad, so I'm going to do the other one. So let's buy a wiffle ball set. You're right.
I saw it really
overpriced,
quick.
we'll buy it.
It whiffed
Horseshoe
by me.
set.
You know, it whiffed by.
By
So
me.
See, look, if I'm using not the number pad, it didn't go to the other screen. So I realized that it turns num lock off or something.
good
So I'm
macros,
just going to
man.
buy a few things. And then look, finish order. Boom. There's our windshield wiper. There's our wiffle ball. There's our horseshoe. And you didn't have to do any of this. So people can't break it. You know?
Wow.
They can. They always do. They surprise me. But you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Nice. Yeah, it brings back memories of my macro days. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Wow.
And so just to be clear, I'm going to go back and I'll show you how this works. So like we were in that very hidden thing, right? These are what's called forms. You can make them in Excel. Like this, I could just change it. This actually, so when you click on this, it's a macro.
So if you want to learn,
yeah,
if you want to learn, you know, if you ever want to get into scripting and learning how to create macros, actually hit the record button before you try to dive into learning the code. Because when you go and you create a macro and you record your actions on the screen, it's going to generate that code for you. And then you can learn how to build these macros based upon the code that it generates behind the scenes. It's really cool. That's how I learned a lot of my Visual Basic back in the 90s when it was just VB4 and Excel 96. I think it was Office.
I would always do the recorder.
Yeah.
So, folks,
but one thing is here. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you're getting a master class on how to navigate.
So here, look. Range PO number .value is the thing I'm grabbing it, but also then I say hide this thing, bring up the product selection. So like that's why I did that. And but if it was better, it might have updated the thing below. But one thing I want to warn people with macros is if you run one, you can't undo. It stops you from being able to hit Control Z. So that's why I do a backup before I run a macro. So you get the point, because I can't go back. I can't go back row.
Right. So it's like when you decide to cut a pair of pants. It's like
So finish order should just do some stuff. Unload me sounds really dirty. But wait. 5, it's 1,000.
That redefines bio break right there. Unload me.
Yeah, well, I love this because this is where I love tech talk. Daniel knows this. I love going in what we did when we were doing sniff test and
penetration testing.
Penetration testing
for cybersecurity. Yeah.
You usually pull-out function.
Yes.
But look, you do the worksheet. This is how complicated it is to do the formula. You have to do application on worksheet function on VLOOKUP to do a VLOOKUP. Gross. No, thank you, please. But I had to do it, so I guess not so gross. But I wish it wasn't like that.
Well, folks, this is what I love about what we get to do here, because whenever I don't always start these live streams with the intention of everybody walking away with some kind of value. But when they go back and watch this now, just like you said, then it's going to be recorded. People can actually go find this on YouTube. I can actually go back and
can it slow me down?
And no, it won't slow you down, but it will.
Can they?
Can they?
No.
No. They won't. So, but here's the wonderful thing: they can pause, they can go back, replay, watch over. So if I go back to YouTube and SEO this as a Excel masterclass, I can go recreate a thumbnail. I can do everything else in there and go, hey guys, if you wanted to learn how to do, or at least get the introduction to how to actually use Excel in a way that you probably wouldn't have thought of, watch this video.
Now, what's weird is I actually so I just gave you a podcast slot on my lifetime deal for the podcasting, right?
Right.
I have a lifetime deal to restream. I have a lifetime deal, but I've never used it. So this is my first time using Restream, and I have lifetime access to it. To get 2 Facebook channels and 2 doubling channels, whatever that means.
Where you go. Awesome. Now see, we're getting value out of this, folks. So
I want to show the lead delta thing, but I can't. I don't think I can bring it over because it's too. It's all my contacts, and I don't want to do anything that's
no, but
not
you know,
in this.
but this look, now you've seen the value of what the capacity of doing a live stream and what you can actually do with this information. Apart from it being recorded. See, the thing is, when you record these things, it's good because you're passing along information. But in a live stream, you can actually get the feedback and actually go address the issue when somebody has a question. So when somebody says, wait a minute, what if I do this? Is this possible? You can actually on the fly say, yes, I'll show you real quickly. Let's walk through the process. So this is where the value in what I talk about people using live streams and how to leverage it
now
for what you need to do.
This is how ridiculous I am. I've spent $11,000 on AppSumo for all these lifetime deals. That's why I don't mind giving you like one of my 15 podcast slots, because look at all this stuff. I could never in my life try all these things, but I have lifetime access to them. That's why I just brought Crove. That's why I just brought this Crove document up. I'm like, okay, now I can try that because you're just talking about this. So I'm like, maybe I'll just check it out. But I can do one user, 1,000 documents per month, you know, and I put in, and I make this stuff for some reason in Google Sheets. And then all of a sudden I'm able to share with people, and I'm like, oh, that's good. And then this would be the link to where I bought it, which has a nice how-to video. Like it's like a 2-minute long teaser video. And here's the website itself, you know, stuff like that. So, here's how much I paid. So like for Bcast, the one I just let you, so I got 15 podcasts, 15 terabytes a month. Oh my God. Way too much. But I spent $52 because I lifetime stacked it times 7.
Wow.
Because you can stack them. You can stack them.
Well, so look, here's the value in all of this, though. So when you build these things out, or so this is why you need to do things like getting affiliate links and stuff like this, because when you build out link trees and stuff like that to share that information with folks, guess what Ben gets?
Yep.
At least you might be able to start recouping some of that $11,000 from AppSumo.
I'll tell you right now, if you go to link.excelexposure.com/AppSumo, they won't. Oh, I didn't like that. But ready? Here's a hack, everybody. Put an apostrophe at the beginning, and it will just show it as text. That's why I was like, how is he showing it as text? Somebody didn't put an apostrophe, you know? But so I'm going to zoom in. This will save you $10 on your first purchase, and it'll give me $10. But I don't care with that part. I want to save you $10 because I've already spent some money on this. I don't know if I'm going to send enough. I'm hopefully not going to spend more, but I can't help myself.
So again, and then people want to know how I can tie this into using something like Peekaboo. Hey, if you're interested in getting the link if you would like the link to sign up for this, drop the hashtag I want Excel in the comments. And then when you run Peekaboo after the show, as an example, then I can get everybody who's been used by the hashtag count and go, I got 10 people who wanted the link. Let me send them the link. If 10 people sign up and you get $10 per link, how much money did you make?
Well, I don't. Oh, yeah, you're right. I wasn't even listening because I wanted to think of something else. The thing that actually makes me more money. But I want to give everyone a nice coupon code. So
it's okay to add value, but it's also okay to receive value, Ben. So
that's right.
Well, this is what I talk about in doing this every day, because you've worked very hard to do this, and you do want to help people. I want to help. I want to help people too. Believe me, I do. From the very bottom of my heart, my thing is to help people in the best way. But if I can also find just like, again, you're not going to get rich off of it. You're not going to make.
The thing is, if you just go to my main website, which I'm going to do the stupidest way possible here. All right. Oh, nice. I got a name reference. That's cool. I'm manipulation DBS in it. All right. On the fly. Oh, and I'm getting an error. I love it because I didn't put in quotes. That's how it is.
He's correcting himself.
Right, okay. There we go. Now you go to my site, right? It's on the page probably. And then you'll see it's all free on the main page. Everything, all the old training is free. Free training starts here. I just dump it all on here because I'm an idiot. And then you can sign up for my interactive cheat sheet, or You can go to the premium course. It's really not very obvious. So
is any of that? So scroll back down real quick to. All right, interactive cheat sheet. So, do you have that?
I'll show you the behind the scenes.
Do you have that actually posted on your featured page on your LinkedIn profile?
Do I?
Yes.
No, I don't.
You should.
You're saying I do?
No, I said you should. If
yeah.
not, you should,
Yeah.
because if it's
But look
see
at
that's something that's going to drive people to actually go to your website.
Dude, I get 500 emails a month. I get 500 emails a month from that one little lead magnet. I don't email people. I put them in a little automation thing. 2 months later, they drop off, and I don't do anything with it because I just hate selling things. I hate trying to take money from people. I want to provide value. I want to give. I just want to give. So look at this thing. All right, I say it expires. This is like a so I'll just tell you what it is. This is a cheat sheet. When you want to figure out shortcuts, it's not easy. You got to learn over a long time. So I'm saying this self-destructs in a month. And then what you do is you pick certain ones and you pick them, and these are going to be the ones you're going to learn that month, right? And so I'll get rid of the blanks. Now you print this out, you hang it up in your office, and then when you see that it's expired, you go, okay, I learned these ones. I'll take them off and put new ones on. And that's how it works, so you can do it like that. Or if you don't know, I'm saying here's your first shortcuts. Ben's list of shortcuts you need to know. Then my favorites, then advanced, then who the hell knows that you're never going to use these ones, random ones, but you might. So I give them all the stuff.
So exactly, and that's great. That's why I say post it on your featured page, because then if you want people to go find the value, you're not actually social selling them on anything. You want to provide them the value and find to your website. You tie it in a post. Here's the cheat sheet if you want to go see it, and then there's more information on free courses and things you can take on the website as well. If you're going to go ahead and use LinkedIn,
and I have a landing page too, or a smart page that's not on the main page.
There you go. So you got ways to guide people into doing that, and just using something like a feature page where people can walk away. It's what Judy does with her calendar. It's where, again, seeing that posted on there, it's going to drive traffic to wherever you want them to go see. So I know you guys are getting new to LinkedIn, but that's one way to kind of use that. When I saw the cheat sheet, I was like, oh, if I saw that on your profile, I'd be like, I want that.
And also, hold on. I was going to say, what were you just saying? Oh, yeah. I wanted to give a coupon code. So if you use the coupon code failure, it'd be 20% off the lifetime. So I love lifetime deals. So for $200, it's lifetime access to the course, and failure would get you 20% off. So that's $40 off. And no one has to buy it at all, ever.
Right.
But if you do, save yourself some money, please.
You save yourself some money, please. Exactly. Yeah. But that's how you tie all this stuff in.
And I would have usually done it under your name or under Daniel or something, but I didn't have time to.
Oh, of course, but that's okay. That's okay. But again, folks, when you're talking about what you want to talk about, say providing value and giving people things that they can use, this is part of it. I'm
gonna walk my dog now with you guys.
With you guys, oh, that's good. Well, I'm putting together I'm putting together my PDF like that for people to see, my best practices on live streaming, so that people can go find that. Hey, lighting can make all the difference in the world. So when I have my dark lighting, it's hard to see, but if I illuminate it back with my all my pretty bright lights and having all that stuff on and flashing it and have all the nice colors, well, it changes the aesthetic to what I'm doing. Where the lighting that I have here now looks so much more better with $9 bulbs. Yeah, these are $9 bulbs. These aren't I don't spend tons of money. I've spent exactly a Milwaukee light you can buy.
Shine it up on your ceiling, and there you go. You got a little bit of blinding light, and
look. So even now, look. So what I do with my lamp is I have a white wall behind me, but what I do is I let the bright light hit the wall and reflect back, and then I use the lights overhead to kind of build out depth in what they see. Yeah. And then people go, wow, why does your look so crisp and clear? It's because I know how to position my lighting. That's all I do. So that's going to be part of the tips and how I teach people how to do these things in my best practices. And then I'm going to give them the link to go where to purchase these lights over at Home Depot for they're $7.97 plus tax. They're specific brand. They're very cheap, but they do the job. And guess what? They don't eat up a lot of energy. These are smart lights. These are these LED lights. I can touch it right now. I'm touching it with my fucking hand right here. They don't burn. They don't anything, and they just illuminate very beautifully. So, folks, this is what we do here. We're giving away value. Oh, did I hear? Hold on, let me see. I think I heard. There he is. There he is.
Wow, you sound like a chipmunk. Literally, you sound like Matrix D chipmunks.
It does. So sometimes it speeds up. So it's cool, man. Hey, I gotta tell you, thank you so much for number one for coming on here and sharing a lot of good information. I think people like it.
Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, I think you took out your headphones. Were they Bluetooth? So they were reading the audio from your Bluetooth. Yeah. So your AirPods are now thinking. We see you talking. We know you're talking. You can probably hear us. So, folks, when you do live streams, be careful when you're using Bluetooth. It is okay to use Bluetooth. Make sure they are charged, number one, and make sure they're within good range of what you're trying to connect to, because the moment you lose connection to your Bluetooth, guess what happens?
Make sure you have a backup.
Exactly. You lose audio. This is why I tell people audio is king above all else, because number one, I can still have this right here. I can still have the nice camera on. I can still have all this stuff on. All of this is cool. The moment I do this, though, so I'm going to turn this on. So the moment I do this, so here we are. We're all talking. We can all hear each other.
Yes, you're not chipmunks anymore.
This is why I say audio is number one. Because if I do this,
Did you say audio?
This is why I say audio is king, because I can you have no audio, people just see what we're doing. But watch this. I turn this off though. You can still hear me talk, right? I'm still here.
Yeah, I don't know where I
can still add to the conversation, and I can continue to talk. I can even.
Did you ever get
pop in an avatar? I do.
Is that first? You do get that sometimes?
Yes, you do. So watch this. I can change my avatar. Watch this.
You can't watch. I'm taking my dog out.
So if I turn my...
See, I'm not looking.
Let me see. What can I do?
Then I can look.
I'm going to find one that I want to share. Let's see. As my avatar. So I can keep that. Oh, look. Watch this. Oh, where'd he go? No.
No, I'm here. I mean, I got the AirPods in. I'm just trying to find the leash, and I found it.
Oh, no.
Okay, but
no worries, man.
No, I'm trying to find my own avatar. I had... Where did my Brian Shulman photo go?
Let me see if I can post that.
Not my Brian Shulman avatar. I don't even know what that means.
Okay, so I'll use this one. This is fine.
No, can't.
I'll use this one. So there.
Oh, Andy Foote.
So now I can act like I'm Andy Foote here, and that's my avatar. And I can exactly, and I can still continue on with the conversation. So that's why I say audio is number one important. Without it, the live stream, the conversation, and everything else has no more meaning. So that's why I put audio first, then I put video as second, then I go where I say I'm going to add lighting. So now that my camera's back on, here we are. You can see me. See, like even now, we can't really see you, Ben, but we can hear you.
It's dark out.
Yeah, we can hear you. And that's
Can you see my
that,
dog?
and you can see your dog. There he is. Hey, Pooch.
His name's Goofy.
Goofy. Hello, Goofy. So we can continue to have this conversation and continue it on while you're walking your dog in the dark. And as long as we can still hear your voice, you're
I
still
want to get a little lighter.
you can bring it in. The moment you turn off the moment you turn off the audio, I'm sorry, folks.
I don't know if even people are here because I couldn't see chat going. It was for a while.
Well, usually about 2 to 3 hours in, people have a tendency to walk away. People have a tendency to walk away, but that's okay. I'm not always in it.
I'm walking away.
I'm not in it for the vanity metrics. I'm in it to bring people a nice conversation, an unplanned conversation that actually turned into a 2-hour live stream. So welcome to my life, folks.
I
What's
just,
your best
know,
Go ahead, Daniel.
nah, I'm sitting here. Oh, Gabe's live, and I pull it up, and I'm like, oh no shit, they're showing Impulse. I'm like,
what's going on? How did this happen?
He told me he sent you the link, right? Isn't that how you got in?
yeah.
All right, so I have a question. When I'm sideways on this, I can't see myself. Is that by design?
So what happens is sometimes it will. So the camera will do that because it sits. It's not meant to actually sit in that way, so it's going to look like it's nothing because it's the way that Restream reads your video feed.
And
Well,
you
we
guys
can
like chopped
see
off
you.
a little bit.
Huh?
But we
Yeah.
can see you
But we
walking.
can
Is there a way to
see you.
just full screen it or something? I don't use Safari usually. I have my Chrome usually.
I mean, not through, so
Don't
through
worry
the
about it. Forget
through
about
the through the mobile app. It's hard, man. It's hard to do these things.
It's not even the mobile app. It's in the Safari
Well,
browser.
Yeah.
well, it still reads it as mobile though, even though it is in through Safari. So,
but there's an app, so I could have got that instead.
so no, you have to do it through a browser through Safari, but it still reads it differently. So, like when you signed on, it says Restream doesn't always support mobile. Because it understands that where the camera's coming from, how it reads it, and how you're being connected in through the studio. Whereas
So, question. Sorry, I know.
No, go.
But okay, so I have this thing. This is within a Restream, but then it says up to 2 Facebook channels and 2 doubling channels. Is this nothing? And then those 4 would be on top of this, or
okay? So what that means is they're talking about your destinations.
yeah.
So you can set it up to run to, let's just say, 2 different Facebook profiles, a Facebook group, a Facebook.
I meant, does this count as Restream, and then everything else is on top of that?
So yes, this counts as Restream. So when it's telling you that, it's telling you have the ability to have 3 or 4 different destinations that you can stream to, all at the same time.
So hey, does that mean that Daniel probably doesn't have that? Because me and you can go live whenever then, and talk about whatever we want. If you don't,
you can if you pay for it. So like my professional,
I have lifetime access.
You have lifetime access. So mine is paid for too. But so since I have the professional level, I can actually stream up to 30 different locations if I want to.
But you have to pay more. I don't ever have to pay. I've never used it.
And I can write my own streaming service.
So he can't.
You really can.
Well,
you can do a 3D version of me.
So much like you probably got yours through AppSumo. I signed up when they first were very at the beginning launch. So mine is, as long as mine is paid through auto pay, I get the highest level possible for $19 a month. So it's not like I'm breaking the bank either.
Yeah.
I spent like $40 and forever ago. I don't even know what it is. So now I know.
Now you know. And knowing is half the battle, right? Isn't that what you just taught us?
And now you're gonna have a podcast. So what is the podcast gonna be? Are it gonna be Nerd City, or are you gonna do...
Okay. No. That's top secret. I cannot reveal that.
We can make another one too.
So, well, yes, I want to actually do what we're doing here now. So, and call it Nerd City. We're all.
No, I would call it Bite Me, BITEME.
No, you don't name things you're gonna spell like Impulse and Bite Me. You don't want to spell it every time. You want to get something that's easy to remember and easy to spell. I promise you, because I own like 70 domains. And I'm like,
Right.
I used to do. Here's an example. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do Wi-Fi password, I password, and the idea was, your wife controls the password to the Wi-Fi, and you have to do the dishes or something, and she won't unleash it to you until you do the dishes. You say, "Wife, I did the password. Can I please have the?" And then she goes to WiFiPassword.com, but you got to spell it every time for a pun, just for a pun.
Yeah, people come to our house and they think we have a pet because all of our kids call Wi-Fi Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Oh yes,
Wi-Fi, yeah.
I like get off my land. That's a good one.
Right. That's what I said.
So long.
I just like it. If I don't know if it's still available, but Nerd City sounds fun.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'll look into it. Hold on. What if I go to a different browser while I'm in this?
You're done.
So you're done. It doesn't do
I'm
very
hearing
well.
you.
You can hear
Yep.
us.
You can't
Yeah.
see you though.
We can't see you. So
I know. I'm not worried
Audio
about
is
it.
king.
Not worried about that.
Audio
I'm
is
not worried
king.
about it.
Audio's king,
See?
folks. So I'm gonna join the trend. I'm gonna be like this. Watch this. I'll be like, I'm joining the trend. I'm Andy Foot now.
How many people are here? Nobody. I truly don't know.
Well, that's the thing. That, okay, so it doesn't matter because I can't see people through. I can't see return comments or I can't see viewership on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn doesn't allow me to see who's watching my show because they don't have the return. I think it's what is the return API. I can't. So like I can see comments from Restream. I mean from LinkedIn through Restream. I just can't comment back to it. So it's a one side. It's like having a one-sided relationship with LinkedIn. And like I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you mine, but I can't show you yours. So I don't know.
NerdCity.com's taken, unfortunately.
Oh,
That's what I'm doing. So let's brainstorm. Anybody who's here, I don't even know who's here. Feel free to throw some ideas. I'll check if it's available.
so
because I love buying domains.
That's apparent. AppSumo's enough proof that we know that you love to buy.
I'm a digital hoarder because I got infinite space.
Oh my God.
There's always a place in the world for what do they call it? Digital hoarders, cyber squatters, domain squatters. I don't know.
Weirdos who buy too much
stuff. Right? Like who might know that I need redsolocup.com? I don't know. It's the same. Oh, look at the.
I bought one yesterday, or two yesterday. I really did.
Maybe you need to create an app for that so that it controls you not buying.
No, no, I don't like that. That sounds like it's stopping me. This isn't an episode of Hoarders.
This is an intervention.
It's not an intervention. It's ice road trucking. It's so cold outside.
So, this is Ben. Ben has a problem. We're gonna.
I have a problem. Yeah, I talk too much.
Here's Ben's problem. He
Where's the
light?
Go ahead.
So he has. They've actually banned him from GoDaddy and Domain.com.
I go Namecheap. I left GoDaddy. I told Vinny, I was like, don't do GoDaddy because the guy hunts whatever. For fun, he hunts lions over there. And then Papa John's and stuff. I just don't go to places to do that type of weird stuff. I don't like giving Zuckerberg my info. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know? Sorry, Zuck, if you're listening in the audience or whatever. He could be.
He could be. He was like, I was going to hire you, Ben. Sorry.
I don't know. What is everyone saying?
I don't know. I mean, he might have been watching tonight.
I'm saying, has there been a comment that's interesting? I don't know anything that's been said, or if anyone's found value.
Somebody has probably about an hour ago. They did. Oh, but that's again. This is what's fun about it. I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, for vanity metrics, what's your best one? What's your best vanity metric?
My best.
Yeah, what's your best brag? Your best humble brag, or whatever you call it.
I don't know. I find value in conversation. I don't find it in.
I didn't like that one. No,
I'm sorry. I don't like.
give
I
us
don't
like
like,
an actual.
I
Come
don't like
on, what's your
numbers.
best little number? What's your best number? Or
Okay,
something. I don't know.
so the best number for me. So we had a contest. We had a contest to see who would be the highest commenter. Now, if Daniel's stuff would have been around back then, this would have been even better. But we had this going through my LinkedIn, my Twitch stream, and my YouTube, and my Facebook, and we said whoever has the most comments tonight is going to win $100 gift card. So I think we ended up with close to 700 something comments on LinkedIn, close to over 1,000 on Twitch. I had like 50 on Twitter, and then I had like 100 on Facebook. So
now, are you restreaming to YouTube?
Yeah, so I am streaming through to YouTube now. So, but that's probably the biggest one that I've ever had as far as like total engagement of people like showing up.
So do what I just did. So I put karmalb.com. I don't know if it's /user or not, but look up that. I'm in the top 500 commenters on Reddit. So I have over 1 million Reddit points, and they're worth jack shit. I can't even tell anybody. They're like, "What does that mean?" I waste too much time on a website fucking writing comments. That's about it. I don't bring any clout anywhere. It's like I go to Clubhouse and look like a jackass. I'm like, come on now. I started my whole thing on Reddit. That's why I started my course.
Oh.
There was a university Reddit. It was ureddit.com. And then all of a sudden one day they deleted it. And I'm like, oh no. My CobainBC at reddit.com, ureddit.com is now gone. I can't verify. I can't get my verification codes, whatever. I'm like, thank God I made it on my own website. I still have all the training. You know? Because a lot of people did in that thing.
Well, just imagine being cheetah sperm now.
Or what? Blab? Do you guys remember? Do you know about Blab?
Yes.
Anybody?
Yes.
They did that, right?
So yes, and you know,
people were virtually homeless.
Yeah. So I think that's why a lot of the smart ones now they know how to transition all their good stuff off of a lot of these platforms.
I was trying to figure out yesterday. So I'm first connection to someone on LinkedIn, and I didn't know it. And she has 2 million followers. And I'm like, how the hell did I get this person? And it was like 3 years ago. And so I found out it was through couch surfing. And I'm trying to get Daniel to like use his magic to like figure out how he met this person, or like find the Wayback Machine. But couch surfing locked themselves in the Wayback Machine or whatever. And then even Twitter, Bitly links don't work. And I'm like, I don't know my own life, and I wish I could track it down.
Well, are you connected on LinkedIn? Is that?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Because you can tell when you connected.
Yes, 2019.
Yeah.
Meaning, I don't know why.
2019, and they got how many users?
They got 2 million followers. It's Susan Cain, CAIN. I was like trying to like, I literally had 80 tabs open trying to figure out how I would know this woman. And she did a big TEDx thing in like 2012, so she must have been decently followed when I met her. And lead delta is the way I can find out exactly when I got connected really easily, and it's amazing. And hopefully all of you guys are getting links. I mean, you're getting like access to it because that little group chat I made.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Interesting. She should be using Impulse. 892 comments.
Yeah, she should talk to me and tell me how I know her. Right? that's a call to action. Tell me why you know me, you super famous person. But like Tony Robbins is 7 million. I'm like, I can do math. It's not crazy far off. I see people much lower, like myself, at 2,600. I'm like, what am I doing there?
Yeah.
But everybody I know is through couch surfing. So I'm pretty sure I know. I met the husband 2017, but then it wasn't the husband, so I don't even know. It was a different Kane. So I was like going down this rabbit hole, and then my browser was crashing because I had 83 tabs open, and then I was like, I filed them all under the later category, which I never ever go back to. So there's like a trillion links in there, and then I shut it down and I moved on. And who knows?
You know, Gabe is the master of digging up dirt on people.
I found so many things.
Remember those pictures of Travis that you found?
Oh, I love doing that.
Oh, that was awesome.
I love that.
That was awesome.
I love digging, folks.
Man, I know to look through it. Through the Boston Couch Crash. Because we used to do couch surfing, and then we scheduled this thing called the Couch Crash. It was like a week-long event. And that was back when people there was no Airbnb. People would just let people for free stay on each other's couches. And it was wild times.
Yeah.
You really needed some good reviews before someone was going to trust you.
Yeah.
Who knows? But I did it in Belgium first. Go ahead. You shutting down the show? It sounded like a closing voice.
So no. I was actually trying to. I might, because I'm trying to find older photos of you somewhere. So
Definitely on Facebook. I didn't have a beard until the pandemic, so I look like a jackass across the board. And if anybody is struggling to get on video and like owns lifetime things, it's a video and grow a beard. That's my pro tip, no matter who you are. Because I'm bald on top, I didn't think I could grow it on bottom. But
that's funny you say that, because Gabe, go search Daniel Hall trainer, and there's a guy that's a trainer who looks almost identical to me. And Russ Johns thought that's who I was the first time he met me. He's like, really? I took your class in Texas. I'm like, I didn't train any class. He's like, yes, you did. Yes, you did. Look up Daniel Hall trainer, and and look at the images. Like the second row, you'll see a guy that looks almost like me.
Oh my God, that is funny.
Huh.
Yeah.
How crazy is that Danica's Prime thing?
Huh?
Remember that? Danica's Prime?
Oh, Danica's, yeah.
Isn't he good at that? I mean, that with no thing, that's crazy.
No filter.
I know that nobody has context, but you can give it to him.
What's that?
Context.
So they're
okay, so we were doing.
I see those. Right, okay.
Daniel is.
Doesn't it look?
What
doesn't
it
look like
I
me?
never know. Oh, you showed us the picture. I didn't even see what it looks like. Is he super jacked or what? I'm picking up dog shit, by the way.
Oh, this is funny. Oh. I'm having a good laugh.
So my dog is attached to me by a capuchin monkey thing that I bought that goes around your waist. I don't know why it's for capuchin monkeys, but I got it. And what were you gonna say? Because that had nothing to do with anything. Boot bag.
Well, I love doing this because then I love going down these rabbit holes. I love looking at different Daniel Hall. So now there's I didn't know that. Well, I know it's kind of common, but there was an actor named Daniel Hall.
Yeah,
I'm the fourth, by the way. Benjamin North Curry, the fourth.
The fourth. Oh.
Yeah, so my dad has the same name, and then he went bankrupt twice, and it was like a real pain in my ass when they took my car, and I made all the payments. Just let me keep it. But he co-signed on it, and my girlfriend's purse was in it. I'm like, Dad, at least go get her purse, please. He did eventually. But he's the same name as me. It gets mixed up, even though we have different socials, obviously.
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, what rabbit hole are you going down now, Gabe?
I love the rabbit hole stuff. And is Angelique in here?
She's not in here, but we'll go with this one first.
Ooh, look at that.
$1 billion.
I know. I was doing a Dr. Evil thing. I was gonna do. I had a hairless cat. Honestly, with my ex. like if you look at my my Gmail picture and wherever you can find it, it's a hairless cat. Now I literally bought a gray blazer and I was putting it on backwards, and I was gonna be Dr. Failure, and I was gonna do this whole thing, and I didn't have a beard at that point, and I couldn't do it. I needed to grow a beard in order to get on camera. Because look at me, look at that guy.
Look at this guy.
I mean, he might look like he cheats Excel, but that's about it.
Oh, there's another guy that got arrested. I don't know.
Is it me?
No, but I instantly thought about I could actually take this photo, crop this guy out, and then put a photo of you in here.
There you go. Or you could just put my name on any photo, and you could build a wanted thing around me.
Exactly.
I mean, he didn't have to have my name. That's probably easier to do than put my face through there, right? Or I
Well,
don't know.
Well,
I can't really even see it. Let me do it sideways.
I like this because
Okay.
it's actually related on the like a website for
Arrested.
yeah.
Well, it's not me. I'm the guy that somehow got a clean record.
Yeah.
Hoping to keep it that way.
I know. See, you need there's well, I don't know.
Well, so what you got to do is look up Boston Couch Crash. I have all these links on my thing, but Boston Couch Crash is something we did in like 2012. There's a post on Twitter that's from Boston Couch Surfing or something like that, and basically I couldn't figure out how to get from there. It was a Bitly link. I did it from TweetDeck. I was trying every which way to figure out. I made a schedule for the whole event in Excel, of course. And I was like, I just wanted to even see the schedule or the pins I made, the little pins with the couch on it. And I probably should just go to Facebook, but then I don't want to go back all the way. It's forever ago, you know?
It is.
And then I got to go look at all my exes and stuff. I'm like, I'm
good.
good.
Good. I'm good with that.
Hey,
So,
can you check something for me? Because I think I dropped off of it, but can you look up who's the world's number one failure? Who's apostrophe S, the world's number one, and then #1 basically the number one failure. The world's number one failure.
Oh, the world.
I was top. I used to be top. I was top above the fold, and then I was below the fold because the IMDb. But then I checked today. I haven't released an episode in a couple weeks because it's a bear of an edit. And if you go to all, obviously, let's see. Nope. See it. I got replaced because I didn't release one lately. But that tagline's in my IMDb, and it really shot me to the top. But I was literally number one. I could PTR, but I don't even know if that's the thing.
Interesting. Well, I'm gonna do this.
Wow.
I wanted to be that. No one's gonna search for that unless I tell them to, so it doesn't matter. But my goal was to get Alexa to answer me when someone asks that. That was really what it's all about. She'll get there.
She'll get there.
Yeah, she'll figure it out.
Look at this.
Everyone does.
This is this Daniel Hall. This other Daniel Hall looking actor guy. There's so many.
So, Gabe, you didn't tell me earlier. What's the shortcut to get your E? Is it an alt code? What do I do? Do I have to just go to your profile and copy? Is that why you put it in there?
Yeah. So because it's just easier that way.
Isn't it like Alto 156 or something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's easier to do on the mobile because on the mobile you just hold down the E.
Oh.
And it'll actually pop it up on mobile. But people have a harder time. People have a harder time pulling it up.
In lead delta, I can't write Gabe. It won't come up. But I wrote Lee Allen. It came up.
All right, guys, I need to drop off.
Me too. Me too.
My girlfriend's getting pissed. Probably. I'm projecting.
You're projecting. Hey, look at that! Look at this handsome guy. I love this.
Yeah.
When you SEO, look who's there. I'm one of the top people that pop up.
I can't see anything.
That's okay. You're good. But that's okay.
I see it now.
I pop up pretty good on SEO in my own name. I got to work a little bit harder so I get all the top row though. See, there's me. There's me. There's me.
Do you have Etsy?
Do I have Etsy? No, I don't have Etsy. I don't have an Etsy.
Well, okay. Why'd you pop up for Etsy then?
I did. Did I? I don't know.
I thought you just said that. I don't know. But I just made an Etsy spreadsheet for Shopify Queen, and I just didn't know if you could use it. But Apparently, you don't use it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, you know what?
Yes.
Everybody's got to run. We've been having a fun evening, this guys. We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours. But I want to thank Ben for coming on the show and sharing his feedback on Impulse, and then having the creator himself come here and share his thoughts to Mr. Hall.
My first time, guys. You popped my. You know what?
That's it. We did. So I think. Well, I think this is a first because I did this for Daniel.
Yes, you were my first, Gabe.
So I'm good at doing it. So
Mine too.
mine too. So
You
there you
owned
go.
it.
That's right. So everybody else who's been a part of this one, guys, you know, like I always say, how I end the show. You guys are the lifeblood of what I do here, and without you, none of this is possible. So I appreciate you. So until next time, folks, stay safe, stay blessed. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, gentlemen. Enjoy your time. It was great having to share this experience with you, and we'll talk all again soon. So until then, goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Yeah.